Hello dear, welcome to my channel Vijay Indra Kshatriya. This channel caters to the needs of PUC first year students, second year students, and now it is going to cater to the needs of 10th standard students as well. 10ನೇ ತರಗತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಠಗಳು, ಪದ್ಯಗಳು, ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ಈ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. The story of first lesson has been uploaded both in Kannada and in English. If you have not yet watched, it is better you watch it once. I hope those videos will give clarity to your understanding. And now I am going to take up the questions and answers. Before I start this, I would like to clarify one thing, that in multiple questions which are given in the textbooks after the lessons, there can be more than one answer for a particular question. It is not necessary that there should be only one correct answer, nothing like that, because these are called teaching questions. There is a difference between teaching questions and testing questions. But what you get in the examinations is the testing question, not the teaching questions. That means only one correct answer is possible there. You don't have to worry about this. As an example, I am going to take up one question from this lesson. That is the fifth question. The girl's hair was carelessly done. This indicates that the choices are A. She was interested only in her work. This seems to be correct because the word only is very important here. That means her focus is only on work, not other things. So combing the hair and keeping them neatly comes under different work. Therefore, this answer is correct. If you remove the word only, then it is not the answer. B. She did not like to dress her hair properly. It is not correct, because it's not that she did not like it. She did not know about it. That is it. Because she is quite busy in her work. C. She was unaware of any sense of dressing. This is the most proper answer. This indicates that there is no aesthetic sense in her. Therefore, she did not know how to style the hairs, how to keep the hairs properly. Okay. Now let me take up all the questions in this category. Who considers the man's work as mad whims? There can be two answers for this. A. Man himself, because he wanted to get rid of his whims. B. The writer. Read the first line of the lesson, that will clear your doubt. Explain the comparison. Some boys compared to the idler. B. They're not studying compared to doing useless works. Yet passing the test compared to getting a place in heaven. When the men say we haven't a moment to spare, it means that the last line of the sixth paragraph will justify this answer. They sigh complainingly. This shows they were overburdened. B also is the right answer, because yet those words make them happy and exalted. C is not the answer. Why is the torrent in workers' paradise silent? To avoid losing energy. The girl's hair was carelessly done. This indicates that A. She was interested only in her work. C also is the right answer. She was unaware of any sense of dressing. We know that she had no aesthetic sense. Why did the girl of the silent torrent feel sorry for the man? Because he was idle, not doing any useful work. The girl scanned the painted pot at home secretly. This indicates that the girl was afraid of the elder's rebuke for wasting her time. The hurrying feet of the girl became less hurried because the meaningless was slowly becoming meaningful. Why did the elders of the workers' paradise become anxious? Because there was a perceptible change in the behavior of young people. They were becoming lethargic, they were attracted to art and aesthetics. The girl follows the man out of the workers' paradise. This suggests that the girl saw new possibilities open up before her. What does the line, "the man never believed in mere utility," means? Human beings are not machines. They have feelings, so they should possess aesthetic sense. What changes occur in the girl's behavior or attitude at the following stages in the story? A. Before she agreed to give her picture to the idler, she felt pity for the idler. After she gave her picture, first she felt relieved of the tension he gave her. Secondly, she felt satisfied that she made him work. When the wrong man offered to make ribbons for her, she agreed without any hesitation. When she followed the wrong man out of the workers' paradise, she had developed the aesthetic sense in her. She saw new possibilities open up before her. She knew well that the artist is a right person to be her husband. At the end of this story, there is a complete change in the girl's attitude towards life. Who should the credit go to? The credit goes to the idler because he was able to impact the others with his artistic endeavors. The credit also goes to the girl as she was open to change. She accepted the fact that aesthetics is a part of life. We see that the elders do not change because they were not open to change. They were rigid. Even they opposed the change. So the credit should go to both the girl and the artist. Now let me take up second B, that is close study. First one, but the moving finger writes even in heaven. So here, A, what does moving finger mean here? Moving finger here means God, who writes our destiny. His finger writes, here it is written. So fate or God. B, what figure of speech is used in the moving finger? Here it is metonymy. What does this sentence mean in the context? In the context, the man who has not done any useful work when he was alive on the earth has been taken to the heaven. That was a mistake. So sometimes luck favors the people even though they don't deserve it. Here that is what has happened. And an example is given. The students, those who do not study properly, sometimes get more marks. It clearly means, though it is believed that everything is perfect in heaven, mistakes can happen even in heaven. 2. As a princess sees a lonely beggar and is filled with pity, so the busy girl of heaven was filled with a pity. This is a statement. A. Who is compared to lonely beggar? The artist is compared to lonely beggar. Why was the girl filled with pity? The girl was filled with pity because the man was idle. He had no work. So having no work is considered as lacking something. That means he is like a beggar. He has no work to do. C. How did the girl offer to help him? The girl offered to help him by sharing some of her works to him. 3. When she set out for the torrent the next day, her hurrying feet were a little less hurried than before. This is the statement. A. What had happened the previous night? The previous night, the girl watched the beautiful pot, that is the picture on which the artist made some drawings and painted that she watched very closely and with a keen interest in a lonely place. B. What does hurrying feet suggest? Hurrying feet, it suggests that moving fast. Why did they become less hurried? They became less hurried because an aesthetic sense has developed in her, or an aesthetic sense has awakened in her. So which life is better? When you think of it, I feel that combination of these two is better. Neither totally mechanical life nor totally life dedicated to only art. So you have to fill your belly also. You have to maintain yourself. For that you need to work. So work and aesthetics, both should be there. Then only a man's life will be complete. Next vocabulary exercise. I will give you that antonym or the opposite word that you have to fill in. Under the dictionary work, you are given with some phrasal verbs. You have to know the meaning of them and then you have to use them in your sentences. The knowledge of these one will help you in the examination. But now I am not going to take up this because I am going to make a separate video on phrasal verbs that you can refer. However, in the B part, there are 9 phrases. You have to use them in your own sentences after knowing their meanings. This I will give you. Indulge in. Indulge in means to involve yourself, but it has a negative connotation in that you should not take part in that. The sentence is, the man indulged himself in drug peddling for a few years. Second one, take to task. Take to task ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಚಾರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು. The sentence is, I was taken to task by my father when I was caught stealing 10 rupees. Third one, come to pass ಅಂದರೆ happen ಅಥವಾ occur, ನಡೆಯುವುದು ಅಂತ, ಹೀಗಾಗುವುದು. I had considered my boss to be a stranger. ಬಾಸ್ನ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಮೈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳು. SIT, that is Special Investigation Team, has taken charge of the investigation. Next one, get the better of. ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದು ಅಂತ. We should try to get the better of the old cows. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಕೌಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವುಗಳು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೂ ಅವುಗಳ ಮೂತ್ರ ಮತ್ತು ಸಗಣಿ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಕೂಡ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಾಕಬಹುದು, ಅದರಿಂದ ಲಾಭ ಪಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಬಿ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್. ಬಿ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬುವುದು ಅಂತ, ಏನಾದರೂ ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗುವುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ದ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಜಾಯ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಆಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಅ ಜಾಬ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೇಸ್, ಶೇಕ್ ಆಫ್. ಶೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಡ್ ಆಫ್. ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಇಡಿಯಮ್ಮೆ. ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಟು ಲೀವ್, ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡುವುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಗುಣ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅನಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಶೇಕ್ ಆಫ್, ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕೋದು ಐಡಿಯಾನ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಶಿ ಶುಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಜುಡಿಸ್ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಪ್ರೆಜುಡಿಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸಲ್ಲದ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಹೊಂದಿರುವುದು, ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೊಂದಿರುವುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡದೇನೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಯಾರದೋ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತರಾಗಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮನೋಭಾವವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೆಜುಡಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೇನು ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಪ್ರೆಜುಡಿಸ್ ನನಗೆ ಮೊದಲು ಇತ್ತು, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ನನ್ನ ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಶೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಸೆಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಫಾರ್. ಸೆಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅ ಜರ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್, ಕೊಲಂಬಸ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸ್ಪೇನ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಸಿ ರೂಟ್ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಲಾಫ್ ಎಟ್. ಲಾಫ್ ಎಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಕುಚೋದ್ಯ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಟು ಲಾಫ್ ಎಟ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, in the 10th section, grammar revisited, there are some sentences wherein you have to fill up the blanks with the proper articles, prepositions. So these all will be uploaded in my blog. Please visit the blog. My blog address is Vijayindra, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವಿಜಯೀಂದ್ರಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು .blogspot.com. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗ್ರಾಮರಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೌ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲಿಸ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್.